here! Come back! They're trespassing in a restricted area! Come in! Stop! Don't let the others get away! Got your mate now! Come on!
Hello, good morning. Dr. Mary Holland and Song-Lee Harris from the Powers Project. See Dr. Felton.
Could you put that in the front windscreen, please, through the barrier and drive to the right?
Thank you.
So glad you were able to come. How was your journey?
The traffic was awful.
Well, at least you're here now. I rather thought Professor Powers and your other young researcher were coming with you.
Mark Roberts. They're flying down from Newcastle. They'll join us later. Is all this security really necessary, Dr. Felton?
Our research is sometimes of a rather sensitive nature, Dr. Holland. It's unfortunate, but necessary.
Hi, my name's Song-Lee.
We've been asked to come and talk to you. Has she said anything at all since you found her?
No.
Where are her family?
That's one of the things we'd like to know.
Shouldn't you be contacting social services? She's only a child.
Absolutely. As soon as we get some proper information from her, who her family are, where she's from, we will.
Maybe she doesn't speak English?
Hopefully that won't be a problem now. They tell me you read minds.
I read feelings.
What are you getting from her, Song-Lee? Anything?
She's very frightened.
That's understandable. She was caught trespassing in a restricted area.
Where exactly?
Just outside our perimeter fence.
Outside?
I'm afraid, as I said, this is a very sensitive area. There are large signs saying anyone found in the area will be arrested.
What if she doesn't read English?
Look, there was a group of them. The others ran away. All I want to know is who they were and what they were doing here.
I'm sorry, I can't read her.
Why not?
I don't know. It's as if she's blocking me.
What sort of a person could do that?
Mark does it to me sometimes.
You mean she's a telepath? She's using her mind to do that?
I don't know. Maybe just that her fear is so great it's blocking everything else. Sure, I'd be terrified if I was kept in a room like this on my own.
We might have more luck when Mark gets here.
Why, if Miss Harris can't pick up anything from her?
Song-Lee reads feelings. Mark reads thoughts.
Well, let's hope young Mr. Roberts gets here soon. I'm sorry for the conditions that she's been kept in, but we do have to be sure of our security. I can tell you disapprove, Miss Harris, but there is an important issue here. The aim of this establishment is to improve things for humanity. Unfortunately, there are some people who don't see it that way. We've had people try to interfere with our work, even sabotage it. I'm sure that you, as a scientist, Dr. Holland, would understand.
Absolutely.
England number 9 takes the ball.
Yes, that's quite enough of that, thank you.
Shoots. Yes!
Henry Powers.
Oh, Professor. Hello, how are you? How did he get on at his football trial?
He cheated.
I did not cheat.
You tried to use your telekinetic powers to get the ball in the goal.
Oh, only once. And how was anyone supposed to know?
Because very few balls loop the loop before they go in the net. So what are things like there?
Well, this place isn't exactly the most welcoming environment.
And the girl?
Songley can't pick anything up from her. I'm hoping that Mark will have more luck.
OK, tell Dr. Felton we'll be there as soon as we can.
Mark? Professor.
So, are you going to be a footballer then?
Maybe.
If they offer you a place, will you lead the project?
Football or this, what do you think?
Professor Powers, good to see you.
Hello. This is Mark Roberts.
How do you do? I'm sorry to hurry you, but I really do think we need to get on.
An alien? You think this girl's an alien? Well, that's what he's thinking.
This is a bit sensitive.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
I didn't want to prejudice your investigation.
And if she is, you don't want anyone else to know?
Look, this really is very sensitive. Is there any way your young colleagues could be persuaded to keep their mind-reading abilities on the girl and off me? I do have some very high security knowledge in my brain, and frankly, I'd rather it stayed there.
It's like asking them if they can only breathe on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that.
In that case, could we have a private word in my office?
Well, of course. Would you see to the bags? It won't be long.
We don't want to start a panic. It may be she isn't an extraterrestrial and all this is just some prank that went wrong.
Oh, what makes you think she isn't just some girl who got lost?
As I said to Dr. Holland, there was a group of them here that night. Where are the rest of them who were with her? What happened to them?
That still doesn't add up to this girl being someone from outer space. Unless someone saw some kind of spaceship, something in the sky.
If only they had. But even though nothing was actually seen, there was something in the sky around the base that night. Our communications picked up signals that they weren't able to identify. Something was here.
And have you made inquiries locally?
Of course. No girl's been reported missing, no unusual incidents. We have to find out the truth. If she is an extraterrestrial, then we have a very delicate situation on our hands.